What's up, y'all? My name is Andre Hopkins, also known as Entre Interview, and today I'm joined here by LEV Coach Owner. How are you feeling?
Relief, you know. Now we have like 3 days to prepare for playoff. Was very rough because we've been like playing a lot of games lately since the best of five of the grand final in America. We almost had no rest playing the EWC, right? And then we flew to here and almost play the master without preparation, you know. And we beat global, and the next day we have to play against energy. So it's been rough, you know.
Been sounds like a very just been a hectic time for the team. I mean, just now you got rest time to breathe. I mean, just are you looking forward to that time? Of course, no time off. You got to keep grinding, but just how are you? Just are you looking forward to that little bit of time where you can just take a breath?
Yeah, for sure. We are gonna use the days to prepare properly. We need some stuff to fix, but compared to the last week, 3 days is like a lot, you know, for us. So I'm grateful.
So I'll just hop right into some questions here. So during the pre-map interview, when asked by Jen, you said you're looking to continue playing the triple Senti comp, and then immediately came out the double duelist comp. Just what went to the team's decision to swamp the compositions?
Okay. Yeah, it was like a very weird question because they were like asking me about the comp that we are gonna play the next map, you know. So I didn't want to. I told her I'm sorry. I can tell you the truth, you know. So I used the question to bluff, you know, because I didn't want to say anything related to our process. So on the we had only a few days between our last tournament and our debut. So I think that Neon Nerf was a bless because a lot of teams stopped playing the agent. But there's a lot of things that we used to do with Neon that we can still do with after the nerf. So it was a bless because we can keep playing the agent at least in 5 or 6 maps. So we focus on the short time that we have between tournaments and on improve the Lotus. We changed to become more like related to our comfort or personalities, right? Of course, didn't work out. I think that we had some advantage in Lotus that we couldn't consolidate. But I think is like getting better after every practice. And I think this is gonna be ready for the playoff.
Okay, so I have a quick fan question here. I just thought was pretty funny. So, with how much Sato screams on stage, do you have his volume turned down?
Actually, no. The Lotus that we lost, sadly, he couldn't show up compared to Asen, that it was practically carried by him. So he was like not silent, but more serious, right? On Lotus because he were not killing at all. I asked for him that they want like the high energy that he showed in the first game. I think it's very important for our game for our team that everyone is like having a good time on a stage. I don't want anyone sad because things are not going in our way. We won a lot of series this year that we lost when that we lost the first map, and then we won the with Global. When they did the interview after the first map, I said the same thing. It's not a big deal for us. We are gonna do the same the thing that we used to do against other teams. So we are like even we are young. I think that we have a strong mentality. It's not like we can only show up when we are like snowballing. We can play at a good level when the game is difficult, and I think that we show it already a lot of times this year. We are only getting more mature.
So I kind of want to just talk about that. I mean, you're talking about the maturity and growing as a team. Just I talked to you before during stage one just about the pressure of this team being so young and every game pretty much being almost every player's biggest game they've played in. Just how do you handle the pressure and embrace it like how you talked about before?
Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of pressure, and we put a lot of pressure in our shoulders because we want to be one of the best, if not the best team in the world. That's why we are here. But I think that we know that it's gonna take time. We can only be like in control of the process, you know, on being better every day. We don't know when we are gonna be one of those teams or that team, you know. Maybe it's the next week, maybe it's the next year. Yeah, we try to think on things, we try to focus on things that we can control, we cannot control that, so we don't think about that way. We try to play every round in the proper way, based on in our knowledge. When we lose, we try to improve, you know, to change things, to try new things. And I think like it's a very healthy mentality, because even when we lose, it's not the end of the world for us. We always go out, have dinner together, and after 1 hour, the boys are like making jokes and being themselves again. So we are a team that we know how to lose, and I think it's very important.
I mean, that's a very big thing to learn to just not let it get to you too much. Short term memory. I've talked about a lot of people just about having a short term memory, especially in a such a strenuous industry like esports. So,
Yeah, they like to say like mente de peixe. It means like mind of a fish, you know.
mm-hmm.
So when they lose, for example, when we lose the 1v3 against Keiko on A, that was like a very hard round to lose. They were like saying the same thing, mente de peixe, you know, like going the next round. And sometimes when you don't know how to lose, some rounds break the spirit of the team. You know, you can see it outside. I think that we are way stronger than other teams in that aspect.
Okay. So, is there any teams that you want to specifically play in the playoffs, or are you kind of just ready for anybody?
No, no, no. I think that it doesn't matter for us. Once that we know our rival, we are gonna make the homework. You know, we are gonna try to have a solid game plan. Not focused too much on the players or the team, just the composition, just the map that we have in front. We are gonna try to do our job. I'm sorry for the narratives, but we don't think in those terms, right?
So, do you have any words to the Leviatan fans after today's game?
Yeah, thank you for being a support for us. Thank you for had kind words in the past when things were not in our way. I think that they deserve to be happy, to celebrate that we are in playoff, that we want to zero. Hopefully, we are gonna keep like working and keep advancing, you know. And if not this tournament, someday we're gonna win a trophy for them.
Well, I can personally say I've been cheering for you guys all the way through, so I hope to see you guys continue the big streak you've been on. You guys have been playing super well. So, Owner, thank you very much for your time, and good luck to you guys in the playoffs, and I hope to see you guys continue performing.
Okay, thank you.
Have a great
Bye
rest of
bye.
your night.